Hello. All right, so I'm gonna get my people up in here, and first I want to say hello to the folks in the building. Hi, Samara and Daria and Crystal King. Hi, and Damien and Ronald and Demarcus. Yes, let's talk, guys. And LSW and Queen. Hey, girl. All right, so let's get my folks in here. We got one of the number one ladies, honey. Pretty girl loves trap content. Ooh, you
Oh,
look
thank
cute.
you. You too.
Thank you. I love what you've been doing with your hair lately, honey.
Oh, thank you. Just
It's
switching up a
nice.
little bit.
Yeah. And then let's get our king among men up in here. Hey, Savannah. Brucey Bruce with
What's good?
Brillo, the big
What's
review.
good? We back. We in here.
Yes. Karen Jones, hi.
Hey,
Thank
everyone.
you so much. She got them directors claps up in here. All right, guys. So let's get into this episode. Are y'all ready?
Yes, girl.
It's to the point where, listen, I know I have to do my recap, and I was like, I might go live, but I wanted to look to see, make sure I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. I'm like, let me see if I can go midnight later on because I was gonna pre-record my recap, but it's too many things going on, and I feel like I have to, like, I want to say kind of a lot. And I'm like, I ain't trying to edit through like a whole.
I understand. I understand.
Okay, so here's the icebreaker. I was listening to this. This is somebody that I listen to. He's actually on right now. Let me show you. His name is Hassan Campbell, guys. Do you see him? He's just going on and on.
I listen to Poppy too.
Yes. So he going on and on right now. I like listening to him. I've been listening to him since the pandemic. But so one of the things that he was just talking about was how sometimes he would rather hang out with white people over black people in some cases. Now I was like, okay, he got a point. He got a point. But listen, I'm pro black and everything. But I can get behind what he's saying when it comes to like partying with white people versus black people. You know how who said that? Jay-Z, we all black in the club, the outcome ain't good. So that's my logic too. Like I'd rather go to a club where there's a whole bunch of white people because for some reason they just want to have fun. They don't care about beefing, this and that, whatever. So what is y'all take on that real quick as an icebreaker?
So partying with Caucasians.
Yeah, versus black. Who would you rather party with?
I feel like I will relate more to black people. I've never personally had a Caucasian friend that I was like, let's go out and party. I did have two Caucasian roommates in college who were volleyball players, and they introduced me to understanding what beer pong is and all that fun. I wasn't into it, but I was like, oh, okay, y'all making fun out of drinking. We just drink. Y'all play games, okay? But there was a club in our town that we would go to in college. Like, we used to go to parties Thursday through Sunday. And there was one club on Thursday nights that was a mixed club. And I would actually have just as much fun at that mixed club than I would at an all black club. Because you're safer, they're a little more looser, it ain't the guards not up. So I do believe they have fun, but it's also something about being with your people. It's like I don't know if the Caucasian club can go off to swag surf or knuck if you buck.
Like, they'll try. They will try. Okay, that's what I love about them. They will try, be offbeat with it and everything. They don't care. That's what I love about it. Yeah. But what do you say, Brillo, to this? Well, which one you do? Which one would you rather do?
I'd rather be with the black people. I mean, I party with white people. It's a different vibe. I actually have a couple white friends, but I honestly don't know if they count because they grew up in my neighborhood,
right?
So it's kind of like it's
gonna be hood with it. Yeah,
you heard what I'm saying. So only thing they don't, do is probably say the N-word.
Okay, good.
To each other, but they're my people. So
right.
But in college, I went to a couple parties. It's a whole different vibe, like you said. I didn't feel like I had to look, I didn't have to have a scowl. I didn't have to, observe everything in the club.
Right.
Okay, what is he doing over here? He looking kind of suspect. Let me watch this dude over here. Or when I'm going to the bathroom, I'll have to tell my man, like, yo, I'm about to go to the bathroom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how I was raised, just thinking like that. Coming up in Detroit, it's a shame that we have to that's become normal for me to look at everybody as a threat, but definitely a different vibe of just partying, doing goofy dances. Your boy probably actually hit the dance floor at the white club. Opposed to just getting my
right. It's being on the wall, chilling, right?
Trying to catch a little chick or something, just with my drink kind of look cool.
Yeah.
Might throw a little hand up. But the white party, I might get the buggy.
Right. But I totally get it. We're gonna get into Raising Kanan, guys. But I just thought that would be cool to get this little icebreaker going. I really wanted to hear what you guys were gonna say, because that was my last thing I heard before I jumped on. As for me, guys, I grown up in Brooklyn. Of course, I'd rather party with my own people, but there was always this sense of discomfort and like butterflies in my stomach, because it's like when we go out, we don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Observe everything.
Yeah. Yes, on guard.
Yeah, so it's like I've learned over the years, like when I started to mingle, like you guys said, when you start mingling and going to different places, and and then you get with the white people, or you go to a club that's white or mixed, you start to see, oh, it is a different vibe, and you do feel a little safer. So that's why I was saying I could kind of understand where he was coming from with that. I don't know about hanging with them versus Black people. No, I got to hang with my people.
You get more love. I know I got more love.
Me too.
Because they're like, come on, bro.
Yes.
Definitely about the fun. And that's why I chose not to go to an all-Black school, mainly because I wanted to, don't get me wrong, I had some regrets, once my cousin went to Howard, so I always hear her about Howard, but I wanted to go to a college that represented the real world. I wanted to be able to, just communicate with everyone versus just my people. But of course there are pros and cons to both. But yeah, it's just great to be exposed to, different types of cultures.
I'm sorry, I'm listening to you, and you're right with all the cultures. But I'm looking at Ronald. Ronald said, I'm from Duluth, Minnesota, which is predominantly white, but I'd rather go to a Black club, but I don't go to clubs anymore. I will say I've been to many white clubs, and they get crazy too. Yes, they do, honey. Kanan says that he feels safer. Oh gosh, this thing's acting stupid. Feels safer with them. Nah, that's how you end up on the news. Okay, that's your perspective. You probably been around those,
reckless ones.
Yeah, them people the ones that's racist, you know what I'm saying? And they really trying to nobody said to be trying to go and leave with them and all of that stuff. You don't know them. This is just about that feeling, but beside what Brilla was saying. All right, so while we at it now, pretty girl, let us know what you thought about this episode, honey.
It was a good, solid episode. I must say, for mid-season, I expected more action, honestly. But if I were to take my mental thought and okay, this is not a mid-season episode, it still was a great episode nonetheless. I think I just judged it a little higher initially because I thought I was going to leave my couch looking for my asthma pump.
I remember you said you did say that. You say you feel like they gonna gut punch.
I always feel like episode 5 and 8 and 9 is gonna be some ish, but it was definitely a solid episode. It's just I expected something a little different, but that's okay. I still love the show.
Yeah. Brillo, what about your overview?
I really wasn't too entertained by the episode. Like you said, I said it was the worst episode of Raising Kanan, season 1 or 2. As far as entertainment, now they did answer some questions for me. Things got done because it's great writing, so it's never gonna be inconsistencies or that many plot holes. They did answer some questions. They set some things up. So I'm not complaining that much. I just got a few gripes about the episode and the progression of certain characters. But other than that, it was a solid episode. I just really wasn't entertained by it. I know we're gonna get into our worst scenes or whatever. Sheesh. So
okay. So for me, overview, the crazy thing is when I was done with it, I said, "Oh, it's a pretty good episode." Okay. So when I hear some people saying they didn't like it, I was just like, "Oh man." I kind of feel a lot of the times that I'm like the odd man out. A lot of the times, like I feel like I have the unpopular opinion, and that's okay. But pretty girl, we're gonna start with your least favorite moment. You know what? No. Pause.
Okay.
Sorry. I think I want to wait on the least favorites because I feel like the least favorite moments are going to be the juiciest ones.
Okay.
So we're going to start with favorite for you, everyone.
For me, the very beginning, Sam the crackhead calling the Thomas organization out for being inconsistent. What are we doing here?
Oh my gosh.
He is the most hilarious. Besides Pookie, he's up there in the crackhead actors. Like I was hoping they would bring him back from
yes.
Right. It's Pookie, Bubbles, and this dude is getting up there.
Oh, I love him.
I love this scene. I mean, just what is this, banker's hours? Like, what's going on?
Yes.
And then
Marvin.
He was not leaving. Go ahead, pretty girl.
No, I was just frustrated because I'm like, couldn't we figure it out like a crack pop-up shop or something somewhere else? Like, we got the apartment downstairs on the 7th floor. Like, I'm just speaking it. I mean, drugs are bad. I'm just saying, in terms of running a company, running an organization, we should have planned accordingly.
Yeah. Big Smooth said people didn't like the episode because they saw white people saying the N-word all throughout. Okay, all through it. Message, trigger warning. We'll get to that. But thank you, Big Smooth. How you doing?
What up, Smooth?
Did you finish, pretty girl? I'm sorry.
I was good. That's fine.
Okay. Go ahead, Brillo. Are you piggybacking off of this?
I'm gonna talk about what she said first. Come on. Sometimes you got to take the day off, even as a drug dealer. Like, come on, you need a couple hours to get this body out of there. Like, wait, brother. Talk about
he said, "What's with the suit?"
It happens. I'm not speaking from experience, but I mean, come on, man.
When we log into Amazon, do we see a message from Amazon? Oh, pardon the inconvenience. Can you log back in 2 hours to order what you need to order? No, bruh.
Or sometimes it's glitching out. Your package does get late sometimes, right?
What said, it's my money and I want it now. It's my crack and I want it now.
Listen,
man, like
I know you. I know you ain't up here advocating for this man to get his crack.
This is medicine at this point. We all know if you do drugs for a certain amount of time, if you get off the drugs, you're starting to withdraw. You actually become sick when you stop using drugs. I know this from personal experience. He just wanted his medicine. Suppose CVS and the pharmacy was like, nah, bro, we taking the day off. I don't care if it's life or death. Like, come on, we needed another option.
This Negro is backwards as heck, though. First, he don't want you to close the stuff. Then he don't want you to clean it. Like, bro, a clean crack house. Thank you, Trina.
Never thought of that.
He would. I mean, and then you listen. Take your stuff and go. I was glad when Marvin said, "Get the heck out of here, man! Like you got your stuff."
Hey, Marvin showed him love too. He ain't even take his money.
Yes.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Right. Just
tell everybody we closed for the day. Like
yes.
24 hours. Like we are humans. That's what these fiends did not understand that in the 90s. Like, bro. Like, I got a life, too. I can't just pump crack 24 hours a day. Damn.
That's why you hire enough employees to cover. That's why we have vacation coverage.
Look.
Her organization is weak as heck. Like, I don't
need your little $20 right now. Get out of here.
To that same number on the screen.
75,000.
That's a range right there back then.
Go ahead, Brillo.
My favorite moment was probably the moment when I thought Jukebox was gonna do something. When she approached the actress that's playing Jukebox is phenomenal as well. Yeah,
she really
when she approached her and threw the tape at her foot like you stealing my music. I'm like, okay, yeah, we about to get something.
Yeah, no.
That was my favorite moment. Of course, I thought she was gonna at least beat her up a little bit.
Right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm over here going through the pictures without
Yeah, I did. I be doing that. You thought it was off the screen.
Yeah. My bad. Yes, I was with you with that one, and I said, "Oh wow, this girl is gonna go there with her," because remember she gave her the death stare before that.
I just want her to put hands on her.
Didn't work. Didn't do nothing. But I didn't think she was gonna kill her. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's rough her up a little bit.
That was wrong. That was wrong, Lulu.
Like, yes, yep. Lulu.
Go ahead and say it. He a sucker. I know you want to say it now.
Shame on you, Lulu. Segment coming soon.
What's coming soon? The water bill?
Yeah, shame on you, Lulu.
Oh. Okay, so one of my favorite moments was definitely this, okay? And it was just funny. And then even after that, it just kept getting funny, like him rolling on the floor with the body. I was like, oh my gosh, it couldn't have been nobody else but Marvin. I mean, they had the right one, all right? He was, and then they had just the two of us.
I know. I mean, y'all just killing us with the music.
Yeah, I thought Marvin was. I'm so glad I was so glad he didn't throw up.
Man. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was gonna throw up. Oh, thank God, because that would have been his DNA on it in case they found the body. I'm like, this is insane, yo. But it was funny. I'm sorry that we're laughing at a scene where there's a dead body, but yeah. So that was mine.
That dude deserved it.
Yeah, he was trying to assault your girl.
He was raped. Right.
I mean, I did think about that too. Like, he wasn't the best kind of person. No. So. All right, Brilla, we're gonna start with you with the scratch in my head. Do you have one?
Something that I was confused by, just jukebox. How you stand in the previous episode? You told you're not gonna switch the swag up for the bag, right? To get to the music industry, you're not gonna switch the swag up. Last night I was seeing Jukebox had a Brazilian pretty girl trap content told me that that's her real hair, but she had it pressed out, and I thought she's gonna get a young man her number for a second. She was cheesing and kikiing.
Listen,
like, what is going on? I'm really scratching my head. Like, you could let your mom just forgive her for 17 years of nothingness, and you just hold this much blame for Marvin. You acting like he killed white girl. Yeah. He didn't kill her. She killed herself. Yes, he put his hands on you, choked you, and he broke the tape. And he was dead wrong for that. But your mama left you when you probably couldn't even walk or talk.
Yeah, it wasn't there for you, and you got your period, nothing.
Marvin stayed with you. Yeah, I'm saying. And I don't expect you to fully forgive him, but man, the way you hugging your mama and up there breaking it down. And this whole scene, look at her smiling. She was
like she was flirting. She flips her hair. When she did the hair flip, I said, what's about to happen?
Maybe Jukebox is bisexual.
But honestly, though, the way they kept showing the dude when she started to sing, I was like, I think something's gonna happen here. I don't know. She might have that one experience, and I think this could possibly be. I mean, he is really corny looking. He reminds me a lot of D Wiz with that goofiness. Yeah. Really, that goofy look and everything. I'm sorry, the actor that plays him. D Wiz is like really, he's a cute kid in real life, but on the show he just was looking. He had that goofy situation going on. Let me get my super chat from Khadija A. Oh, thank you, sis. She says, "Hey, sister Khadija, LOL, and friends. I hate rock." Ooh, she said, "Boop, there's your gut punch." Your gut punch. What's your name, pretty girl? She said, "I hate rock," or should I give it to I'm gonna get that to Brilla. That's the gut punch. And Marvin didn't see the guinea pigs sitting outside the house. Right. Dated a dealer in 98 who never took off. That's the crazy thing too. That could have been another scratch in my head moment. It's like, y'all don't pay attention to your block. Like, who don't pay attention to their block? I was confused about that. But thank you so much, Khadija A. Hall. I appreciate you, honey. Anybody got anything to say about that? What Khadija said about the whole thing with Marvin not seeing them? Because I thought about that too. I was like, why he? Sound like they was in the cut.
Blended in. They professional, so they were just blended in. Hey, you get caught lacking sometimes when you in the game.
But that's a black neighborhood, though. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they were parked down. I get it. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably should have noticed, but he looking around. You know.
Yeah.
They pros at it too. They pros at it.
Yeah, and if they was in front of the projects where it's a lot more people and you know just more crowded of a street, they would get noticed more than like on a quiet street. Even though it sounds contradictory, but if they just sitting ducks. But I fought Rock. I feel like at this point, if you're not like in the more secluded, residential area, you need to have at least security in front. And the fact that you left Juke by herself, where you just rejected the mom's offer, like I feel like that was kind of reckless too. Like, why are you now? Normally, a 17-year-old could be in the house by herself, but I just feel like you just need to have security at all times. Like, at least post it up in front of the house, and maybe somebody else kind of doing figure eights. You have people at Baisley on the rooftops, for God's sakes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You moving the money, but she's like, you protecting everything else. Like, what's going on? I mean, we just now started to protect the drugs. You're not really protecting yourself as you should. So I don't know. I just feel like she's lacking in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
She wasn't lacking when she caught my man slipping, trying to come in that room when she pulled the Rambo out on him.
Yeah, I'm glad for that.
Oh, you told me. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Big Smooth says, why did they shut down the whole building for one apartment? I mean, because they had to take the body out. So they don't want to see. They don't want no witnesses. It's already. Remember when I said last week? I said maybe that's the body in the wall when everybody was trying to say. I think Brillo said that he thinks it's a random person, and I was like, I think it might be the body in the wall, right? And not pretty girl. What's her name? Nita said she feels like if that's the case, it should be Marvin to go get rid of the body because he screwed up by putting it in the wall. But I wish we would have saw the conversation. Not really. We didn't really need to see the conversation, but I kind of feel like she was probably like, you messed up the first time. I'm gonna make sure this body go away the right way, Bonding over bodies, guys. I mean, a body bonding over body. Like, what was that?
I was a little mad about that too.
Yeah. That just goes to show that she's not gonna waste one moment like with her business. She's gonna wind up, even if she's doing something personal with her son, she's gonna make sure that she tends to some form of the business. And she killed two birds with one stone. To me, that's what I thought. I don't know. Did you want to say something to that pretty girl, PG?
Yeah, I mean, we learned with Ghost, he was always a multitasker. Just how like we just finished watching the episode where he went to Miami to, get paperwork signed with Stern and to kill, Pink Sneakers. And also he was a side chick. So we, as entrepreneurs, we need to multitasking.
That's the main chick, PG.
Huh?
I keep having to tell her.
He's always correcting me. Angela was not the main chick.
No,
documentation.
We're not even gonna go with that. Oh my gosh.
She is definitely the main chick.
The main chick. Okay. Because he just says Rock is a no days off kind of girl. Exactly. All right. So what are we up to now? We did the scratch my head. Okay, for you, pretty girl, scratching my head.
Oh my God. It was so much. I guess the first one, the whole body situation. One, Marvin said he wrapped him up like a Christmas tree, but he ever so placed the air fresheners like ornaments. One, that's not really going to fix it. So Kanan was they went to Catskills. That's 2.5 hours. So y'all was in that car and y'all didn't smell nothing at all the whole time. And then when she and Kanan went to bury the body, she wanted him to take the body out and get the supplies before they dug the grave, which didn't make sense. Suppose somebody would have popped up, while they had this body on the ground, and they dug this deep hole, like a 6-foot grave with a woman who's 120 pounds and a teenager, and it's still dark outside. Come on, man.
I thought the grave.
So petty, but
you know what? I mean, I don't. Yeah. Pretty girl, yeah. That thing was like, he was proud too. Like he told her, yo, I sprayed him up. I put the trees on. Y'all ain't gonna smell nothing, right? He did mention that, and I guess they put that in there so that we wouldn't be questioning that crap. But I mean, those smells are really strong.
I'm sure the whole building would stink.
Yeah,
y'all can't tell me a car won't stink up.
Yeah, those smells are really strong. So I don't know if that would have been that.
He wrapped them though.
Yeah, he wrapped them up. He saran wrapped. Yeah, and when I wouldn't say saran, it was the garbage bag. But yo, the dude head fell back, and I'm like,
damn. What did he say? Sorry to this man.
This was very, very funny, honey. Thank you, KJ. Weren't they out of drugs getting hit twice? They should
be, but we don't. We probably had the drugs.
Like she getting a whole load. That was just the New Jersey stashes.
Right, because she did mention to Marvin when he was like, we should just shut it down, like with the whole Jersey thing. And then she was like, well, they know, because then they might try to come at us here. And the crazy thing is, here goes another scratch in my head moment. If you felt that way, that was a possibility, then you should really have people on the lookout, making sure that you're not being followed, which is really what was going on. Okay, so my scratch in my head moment, let me see, because I know I have it. I just need to make sure. Okay, let me find the picture first, because I gotta set it up, honey. And y'all gonna be like, what? But it's still a scratch in my head moment, because it's I just don't understand how he could say this. I'll put our girl up against anybody. Names this, names that, names that. He said Pebbles and somebody else, even Michelle A. I was like, what?
Yeah, he said Pebbles and
was he say Tracy Spencer?
Tracy Spencer, yeah, Tender Kisses, yes.
I was like, and look, none of them that girl can contend with. But when he said Michelle A, I'm sorry, Michelle A, she got that high, that squeaky voice, but the girl can sing. Yes. Okay? Blow, like you said. So that was my scratch in my head moment, because it was just like, what are you talking about, Lou? I know that you are passionate, but please don't play yourself. That girl, her singing is not getting it for me. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. And Juke, if that song that she called Bruises or Bruised or whatever, was that when she was singing, remember that song that she was singing so passionately, it was like a ballad. If it was that one, he gonna tell Juke that she knocked it out the park when it was just a test. Are you kidding me? Juke sung the crap out of that song. All her feelings, everything was in it. And how would you even want to think to give that song, your niece's song, to this girl? Somebody talk about that, please, because that irked the crap out of me.
I was just trying to figure out which park. What park are you talking about, Lulu? What imaginary park are you referring to? How dare you say she knocked it out of the park?
Oh my gosh.
You should at least told me, well, I thought it fit better. Her look matches the song. Like, I just, something else. But saying that, you playing with my intelligence at this point, bruh. And then you're going to tell me, oh, I think you should be a writer. The publishing credits are, nothing to, the wink, sleep on, which it is true. But that's not what she is trying to do. But of course, Juke is confusing. Like Brillo said as well, you're willing to wear dresses for your mom, but not for the music business, for a dream that you've always wanted. So it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I feel sorry for Jukebox. It's grimy that he gave her song away, but I'm over Juke.
I mean,
nobody care nothing about that song. Like, look, if you wanted to sing the song, you would have switched up the swag a tad bit,
right?
Like they suggested.
Yeah,
I get why she mad, but I mean, it's the 90s, so it was truth to what they were telling her. She just stood on it so hard. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and now, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was done.
I'm sorry. Can I add that first? Let me say thank you to Karen Jones, because I don't think I said thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Karen Jones. Sometimes we just keep going and just forget about stuff, and I apologize. I'm never trying to not say thank you, so I appreciate that. I want to add to your point about the whole, she could have switched up her style, blah, blah, blah. If you really wanted the music that bad, there are so many people in the industry that have made it past singers, maybe even now, but especially back then, who they remained in the closet because that wasn't the popular choice. Like, if you really want to do this, you can't be, you know what I'm saying? And she's living in that era right now.
Right. True.
So I don't understand why she decided to still, be like that. She could have been fronting and then had her little thing going on behind the scenes, but I guess she's just like, I ain't trying to live like that.
Or Miss K, I would have respected if she would have just went to the church as jukebox. If she gonna stand on that, like, no, I'm jukebox.
Yeah.
You stand on it. You can't go let your hair down and put on a church dress and go to church and sing for your mom, but you want to do the same thing in the studio, and they probably didn't even want you to wear a dress. You know what I'm saying? She could have had the Aaliyah swag. You could have had the baggy clothes on with the hairdo. Just I don't know. That confused the hell out of me.
They reference kind of sexing it up, in terms of her look, not more so like, her sexuality, which it kind of goes hand in hand, with some people. But like you said, I was going to bring up Aaliyah, Escape. There were a lot of like tomboys out there. We had MC Light, even though she was a rapper. She had Roughneck. We had, Queen Latifah. So we have these examples. But I guess, I don't know.
And it's weird too, like you said, because that was actually a style coming out. You know what I mean? We had the whole TLC on that tomboyish type of look too. They got a little sexy as well, but they also had they came out with the whole baggy look and everything. Yes. So I don't understand why both of them I think were in cahoots saying that she needed to change her look. Why? You know what I'm saying? If these other artists came out and they didn't have to do it, why does she have to? I don't know. Yeah. Like you said, that she could have did the whole Aaliyah thing, because I was going to say maybe because she was a solo artist, but no, Aaliyah did it as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but Gemini said something. So all of us did our scratching my head moments, right? Okay. So we're going to go to our least favorite. We're in 32 and Gemini said, "Hey, Miss K, tuning in and multitasking." Okay, great. Just like Rock and stuff. Multitasking. Lulu about to take Crown head off. He's left and right playing Lulu in jukebox. He gave that tape to her on purpose.
He got another.
He's trying to play around.
Yeah.
I think something different.
No, this is listen. This is, oh gosh, I messed up. This right here. And then we get, I gotta show you the scene. Hold on. When Famous came in and was running off at the mouth like that, that's setting it up. That's gonna push Lulu over. So I got my own theory, and I'm about to show y'all right now because I was gonna wait till I went live.
I got one too, Miss K.
Okay, let me hear your theory. All right, you do yours. Go ahead, talk. Because I don't know why I can't find the picture.
This might sound outlandish, but you know how you take underestimating people, underestimating the hell out of Crown, right? Putting hands on him, thinking he's just a straight sucker, which is true. Now, there's no way he gonna ever use this pistol. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say, okay.
Yeah. I understand that too.
I can see Crown popping Lulu. Everybody think Lulu gonna pop him. They underestimate him. Somebody scared with a gun is dangerous.
Yeah, very.
Power with a gun, more dangerous than just as dangerous as a demon with a gun.
And he did mention, like, I'm tired of you putting your hands on me. So it could go that way. So here's my theory, right? He came running his mouth, talking about, I swear, I'm sorry, because he thinks that Lulu don't want nothing to do with him because of the fact that he knew he was messing around with the sister, blah, blah, blah. And he played it off so smooth, like, yeah, I knew that. She gonna do what she gonna do. It ain't about that, blah, blah, blah. You need to write. So he was over here talking about something. She come through with her hair all messed up. He was dropping her off late. So I'm over here thinking that it's because you driving with the windows down. I'm like, yo, Famous, you rap You rap running, like when you rap, you spill the beans. You talk, you spill the beans. Like you are just a dry snitching mother lover, right? So he over here and he's like, it's all right, just get out, just go right, and you're gonna be fine. So and then we get to this scene right here, and I thought about you, Brillo. I'm like, you see, he always talking about some freaking demon time. Do you see the look on this man's face? So as he's looking at this sign right here that says Bulletproof Records, right? So the one thing that came to my mind is, why are they showing him with this evil glare and this sign that says Bulletproof Records? Bulletproof Records is obviously Crown's, his record company, right? So I'm feeling like, yeah, he looking like, all right, bulletproof my behind. But I think that this might mean that he's going to use a different method besides shooting Crown to kill him. That's my thing. You claiming that you bulletproof, but I'm gonna take you out in a different way. That's my theory. Might be. You see how you felt? You feel like yours is outlandish, Brillo. This might be outlandish. This might be me just looking too much into it. But as a writer, this is the type of stuff that I would do. Like I like to show all this kind of detail. So I'm feeling like maybe they on the same wave as me. And sometimes they are, sometimes they're not, but we shall see. I hope that he gets Crown for sure, because I definitely Crown don't deserve to stay on the show over Lulu. Not in my opinion. I know probably for you, Brillo, but not for me.
I don't like Crown either. I'm thinking Crown. It wouldn't make sense. Which why that little theory probably not gonna hit it, because if Lulu is gone, Crown really don't have a reason to be on the show.
Right.
If Crown is gone, Lulu still have a reason to be on the show. So it's probably gonna be Lulu turning his water off, but it might not be as easy as he think.
Yeah, I don't think he's shooting them. This face right here, he done did it. He went over the top, because we got another let me show you another picture. You gotta pay attention to this guy's face in this episode. He done had it up to here with this boy. Okay, he had it up to here. Look at his face. No, dang, I didn't get the. Oh, I hate when I do that. When I do my recap, guys, y'all, I'm gonna show you the remember when they had that conversation right here. They was having this conversation. He was so excited, blah blah blah, and then Crown stepped in and was like, excuse me, he's just the money man. He get too excited, blah, blah, blah. When they were going back and forth talking across, and he's sitting in the middle, did y'all see them evil freaking glances that he was giving both of them, especially Crown? He had it up to here. What do you think about this pretty girl?
Yeah, I believe it was, I think my review this morning.
Gemini.
I'm leaning towards similar to what Brillo said. Even though I wouldn't want Lulu to die, but I could see him dying not on some gangster-ish, but more on some music related ish, his dream and his passion. So, and I also feel like sometimes you can only play the victim but so long before you take action. So, the Crown is tired of Lulu pretty much embarking in his whole situation. You putting your hands on me multiple times. You trying to take my company. Like, I feel like Crown is going to be so desperate at this point. He realizes probably the only way for him to get rid of, the problem that he has is killing Lulu. But at the same time, he knows if he does kill Lulu, he's going to have Rock and everybody else, behind him. So it's hard to tell, it's hard to tell which way it's going to go.
Yeah.
But they're setting up to really, I really hope they surprise us and figure out something creative with this storyline.
Yeah. So there's a few comments going on. I hope I can find you guys, because it's kind of going up. So Gemini Don says, or he pulled a ghost move, sneak up on him, stab him, cut him up a few times. Right. Something like that, I believe, is going to happen. But Big Smooth says that it ain't called Bulletproof Records for nothing. I think Crown has street backup that hasn't been introduced. And just because, like, that's not my point about the whole Bulletproof. My thing is them showing the sign. And to me, that means that he might kill him in a different way. Now, if he does kill him, to your point, Big Smooth, then we might get people, like you said, that have been introduced that can also further the story. You know what I'm saying? we get more drama. So now we got people coming from, what is it, Brooklyn? Maybe that could bring a beef from Brooklyn, because I think those are where his goons are from, right?
Yeah, he had some goons from Brooklyn last.
But they folded. They folded. Yeah, they folded and they folded too. So they were introduced a little bit. That guy, you know what I'm saying? And look, Brooklyn stand up all day, but that dude was a listen.
What dude y'all talking about?
So
I forgot that guy, but he was giving Lulu problems on the line, and when Rock showed up, he stepped back like, oh shoot, just by her presence.
He was trying to hit her on the
cold. It was fucking
right.
Stupendous.
And then wound up calling him boss over Crown, and Crown was like, he ain't your boss. Y'all remember that? That was last season. So yeah, those was his goons. Big Smooth. They ain't really
yeah, they ain't a person like that.
They ain't really do too much. They wind up calling this man boss, honey. So
it's weird. They went heavy showing Crown on the drugs last season. It's like, did he recover? Like, it's kind of weird that they're not showing that anymore. I don't know, but I don't.
Somebody else said something. I think it was Gemini. I'm trying to find the other thing. Okay, he said that's that sneak dissing I'm talking about, Miss K. Crown could have handled that better. He flat out degraded Lulu. Lulu was ready to snap. Right. So this is another reason why I feel like Lulu is gonna kill him for sure, because it's a lot of that going on. Like, why are you talking? And then when he went outside to talk with the guy, first of all, you disrespecting him in front of the dude, you know, in his face, in front of the dude, and like you said, sneak dissing and all that. And then go outside and talk like, yo, I had to stop myself from, did he say throwing up or something, or laughing? What did he say? Laughing. I had to stop myself from laughing at this dude, blah, blah, blah. Like, so he's really just kind of sleeping on, he may be tired of the fact that Lulu is putting his hands on him, but it almost seems like he's forgetting that Lulu can actually kill this guy.
Yeah, he's
like, he done forgot. Maybe he was too high during those times, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, now he's sober and he kind of forgot, you know what I'm saying?
And then I also question if Lulu really has another body in him. Like, is this enough for him to go back on his, because I feel like, you know, me and Brillo talked about this last hour, how we feel like D Wiz was kind of like the beginning of the end for him wanting to be in the business. So it was like, Crown's doing a whole lot, don't get me wrong. But is it enough? Like, he will probably have to do another one thing to really push Lulu over the edge, because Lulu is really seem like he ain't trying to be on that murder itch anymore.
Right. And I think this is, do you think that this was the push? I feel like it was. I feel like that. Oh, I'm sorry. You answer.
No. You can answer, but for somebody else, maybe. But since they've been showing Lulu as so disconnected with that type of life, I don't know. Like you said, I feel like he's probably going to find a creative way to get Crown out of this situation. Maybe lace his drugs or something. I don't know.
Yeah. He's definitely, he's probably going to pull a Wody, you know, and be like, who's the money man now?
You ever been talked to death before?
Yeah. Go to the light, brother. Go to the light. AG says, but knowing Crown messed with his girl caused her to leave. Was it for Lulu? I'm sorry, I'm not really caused her to leave. Was it for Lulu? I feel like this is the thing that pushed over the edge. Remember, I was already telling y'all that once he slept with her and what's her name said that, Jess was like, what would he do if he found out? She said he would kill you.
Yeah.
That's it. That was her right there, you know, a little bit of a foreshadowing kind of thing, in my opinion, and all that. It's okay, AG. She said, sorry for the typos.
And the thing with Jukebox too.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm like, you know, we're gonna see. So let's finish this up where we got to talk about our least favorite moments. Brillo, can I please get your least favorite moment?
It was just Jukebox singing in the church.
Oh,
not the church being your least favorite.
Breaking it down. I had to hit it with the P Valley and fast forward.
I know, girl.
Like, man, it was just so bad. Like, even though she killed the song, she has a great voice.
Brillo, you just too savage.
Jukebox, like, are you familiar with her singing the Negro spiritual? Are you familiar with I forgot what the track was, on the Mountain? And Jukebox like, yeah, I'm familiar with it. And then she started killing it. And I'm like, oh my God, come on, man. Is this week's like this? It was one of the worst.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
Raising Kanan. I love
No.
It was one of the worst scenes
I mean,
of all time.
Yeah,
I hated it so much.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, man, they should have just cut that out.
Oh my God.
Faded it out. I would have liked to see a unique. They should have showed us unique. They didn't show us no unique. Talking to an Italian or some type of play, talking to Warrell, putting something together against Rock, but you give us like 3 or 4 minutes of a jukebox singing the Negro spiritual in a church. That was disgusting, man.
Oh my God, disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Gemini said, "Hold up, Brillo. She was singing, was she not?"
Yeah,
AG said Juke was singing, honey. She sure the heck was.
Won't sing because she's very talented.
Yeah,
she's very talented. I'm not saying she can't sing. I'm just saying, man, come on, man.
Look,
her whole character, the way she's pressing for her mom, and she just hate Marvin so much, and then she going there and singing with her mom, and they hugging it out. It was just,
you know, the crazy thing
is,
the crazy thing about
no wonder you a cop. No wonder.
The crazy thing about this, guys, is that this was my energy last year when I told y'all I don't like musicals and all that. And Big Smooth said this too. He said, he was kind of agreeing with you, like I don't like musicals either. But this right here, it gave me chills. Like, I mean, she sung the crap out of that song. I don't want to say crap out of the song. I'm sorry. She sung that song, and I was like, woo, girl. I mean, they might have did it a little too long, but listen, the longer they did it, she was hitting them freaking notes, honey. I was like, okay, like it wasn't boring moments when she was doing it, but I don't really see the point. I don't really see the point in them always showing her singing for so long and I don't really see the point. I understand she can sing, that's why her name is Jukebox, which is great. But this scene I liked. It was one of my favorite ones, actually. So I enjoyed this scene, and I just was like, girl, blow it up. She sung this song better than she sung the Bruise song. Okay, go ahead, pretty girl.
It was spiritual, but still.
I got my shirts for the day. I was just like, go ahead, girl, take your time.
Right.
I was over here throwing
but
my
I get it. I'm not for the whole empire of it all. But they sprinkle it in to the point where it's palatable. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like every scene it's a music video. But I think they're showing this mainly because the girl got talent. But I think making a big point to see how much singing means to her. Yeah. And also they're kind of sprinkling in something's not clean in the milk with Kenya. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if you got to build a fund, we got to raise money for. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, I mean, I know people are speculating and they're waiting. So far, I don't see any signs, but hey, it might be coming because she wasn't going for no reason. But I still think that's when we're gonna find out why she was going, and it was because of Rock.
Kenya work at all.
No, she didn't.
Not even a little bit. But then you just hate Marvin so much, like.
I think it's realistic. I mean, like I said, I've said it previously, and I experienced that in my own life. Sometimes you just crave that, that curiosity. You kind of forget some things, and sometimes you lose your common sense.
Yeah, AG made a good point. She said Juke is still very young. She needs acceptance and validation. Absolutely, which is the reason why Kanan did the same thing. When she said, I looked at in my mother's eyes and it was just too familiar. Same thing with him. Before we get into that, Gemini said something good too. And this is a good point. Remember what Jukebox she went through in the episode. They gave her song away. She letting it out her emotions via singing. That's what makes her at peace, that's good. I like, see, this is what I'm talking about with those little things, tying the story in. And sometimes it makes you feel like, why are they showing this? But then you really do have to think about it And this is not just people writing for, always the purpose of entertainment. We should be entertained, don't get me wrong, but there's still a story to tell, and they're trying to tell a story about people. And people go through emotions, and they go through their little trauma, and and there's reasons behind why they do stuff and all of that stuff. So eventually, Brillo, when she does snap, honestly, I'm with you with the whole over jukebox. I'm probably not like a lot of people. A lot of y'all probably want the jukebox story. I'm not into it, and I haven't been. Like with the whole even last season, I used to be ready to fast forward her stuff. Like I just was not into her storyline, and I'm not as bad as I was last season, put it that way. But her story is very important because we know she turns into a monster. First, maybe she turns into a monster first, then a cop, but we know that she has a very interesting character and a story. So we need to see it. But other than that, I'm just not really into it like that. So let's get ready to wrap this thing up. Let me see what we got. Speaking of the whole Kanan, did you say your least favorite?
Right,
no,
right.
No. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Who was you talking to?
No, pretty girl.
My least favorite was Dominic, the racist. I don't even want to call him mobster because he wasn't giving me Made vibes. I mean, if he was Made, he's just got Made like last week. The way he was pressing and being thirsty.
Yeah, if he was Made, he probably wouldn't have got shot by that other dude.
Yeah, I just think the whole scene with him and Kanan about to, trying to shoot Kanan, that was my least favorite. But I want to say one thing about Jukebox.
Yes.
I think I mainly love her complexity, much like a Little Murder from P Valley. That's really giving me like Little Murder vibes in a sense.
Oh, but Little Murder.
No, I love me. I'm not comparing them.
Yeah,
the complexity of the character.
I get it though.
Similar, but Lord knows I love it.
Little Murder does such a good job of like making you love him though. Like Jukebox got to work a little harder. She always seems to be so freaking miserable. For me, it's sad because miserable people need love too. But for some reason, that's true. For some reason, the people that's most miserable, I think they get on our nerves. Like, I'm so tired of your melancholy behind,
woe is me.
Yeah, I'm tired of you. And it's so sad because that's really their story.
First time we see Jukebox this season, what's she doing?
Yeah, right. I mean,
crying, putting a tape on a damn grave. Like, get her off my screen. I'm sick of Jukebox. Like, I'm sick.
You are so bad. Okay, Ray, thank you so much for the super chat. You right, Ray. Bump all that church, Lord, I love you stuff. We on demon time. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I thank you so much I thank you so much for that super chat, but I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I am a Christian woman for anybody that know me on this channel, and I don't play that talking about bump the Lord stuff. No. I'm not on demon time. I watch this show for entertainment, but I ain't on no freaking demon time. Sorry. Now, let's get back to this business. But I appreciate you, Ray. The Lord done put it on your heart to send me $5, honey, and I appreciate it. Yes, God.
Behind that folds. Yes.
Yes. You feel me, Khadijah? Come on now. Stop playing with me.
We talk about in our fictional show. Let me speak up.
No, Brillo. I know you talk. I know, Brillo. I know, Brillo.
Sorry. We want to see the demons that we love. They talk about Breeze when he's gonna join the show. When is Kanan and Jukebox gonna join the show?
Well, maybe Kenya, maybe they're pushing drugs to Kenya's church. Maybe that's when y'all get it.
That's Laverne. I'm not even calling her Jukebox. Laverne ain't it? I'm gonna start calling.
I'm just joking. I just have to let it be known because he said bump the Lord, I love you stuff, and I'm like, we ain't doing that now. Okay, y'all want to talk about some demon time stuff, but don't bring up the Lord now. Praise him if you bring him up, but don't be dissing.
GC, are you with me? Sorry, y'all. Oh God, I need to get all the Jesus in before.
Why y'all got me laughing like this? I don't think I ever laughed so hard on here. I'm so sorry. Whew. Oh my gosh, I got tears. Whew. Yes, girl. She said we love Jesus over here. Amen. And we got this man in red over here.
With the fire, with the flames behind him.
Right.
On the bottom. On the bottom.
To hell.
Right. The symbolism, right.
What the P-Valley's going on here?
I just like demon time in my shows, not in my life.
Oh my gosh, help me. Oh, my heart is doing great right now with all this.
Yes, Laverne, get her out of here. Like, I damn near wish they could pre-turn her water off, even though we know that.
Not pre-turn.
He said pre-turn.
Please, not get her application approved to get the water service on at all.
I was about to say, Demon, stop. I mean, Brillo, stop. Oh, God. Ain't he though? Oh my gosh, man. Woo, help me now. Let's get back into this.
Let me pull up a Bible verse before I.
Yes.
What do you leave on the
Kanan he should have been shot jukebox.
Thank you, HFG, for the $4.99 super chat. Totally appreciate it. Oh my gosh. I know one shot. I'm trying. We trying. We trying. If Brillo could stop, it would be great. I'm blaming it on you.
All I can think about is DMX. It's dark and hell is hot.
Yes.
Everybody dying off the pre-turn.
Oh my gosh. Pre-turn is yes. Oh, it's crazy. Okay.
All right, go ahead, Sister K.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Let me go into my banner to see what we got over here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this guy back up, right? And do y'all remember what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. This man is really crazy. And this is your least favorite moment, right?
Well, him and Kanan at the cabin.
Oh, at the end, yeah. He was just too much. Too much.
Yeah,
so
that Kanan though.
I like, you know what I like? Yeah, I wasn't. You said you wasn't mad at Kanan?
Even though he might have lost the scuffle, he was fighting. He was in there for a minute, man.
Like, but he was about to turn Kanan water off the strength of just being black.
Yeah,
oh my god!
Man, Kanan trying to get lucky or whatever. Like, my man, like, it was not meant. Yeah, both times my man was hating. Like, damn, he's like, is this his daughter? I'm talking about
you already knew.
About the rape. I seen him about to rape the girl. Like, she was like, come on, man.
Yeah,
she was offering her. That was consensual as hell.
Right. You already knew from the time when he talked about the licorice looking sons, because remember the first dude. Does anybody know his name? The first one,
Jimmy.
Jimmy was like,
I didn't mind Jimmy at all.
I didn't mind him because he was like, listen, Jimmy, I got people, some
right.
black folks that's moving in and they fine. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. Like, you could tell every time this dude spoke, he was getting on Jimmy's nerves. And that's how I knew when Rock hit him with this right here and she didn't kill him right away. And then the girl came out, Hannah, and she was like, Kate, they're trying to kill him. He's going to kill him. I said, Jimmy is going to be the one to shoot this guy. I just knew it. Because he was getting on his nerves the whole time. He probably was like, why the heck do I have to wait? Remember when he was like, one of my favorite parts too was like, he'll freaking put a bullet between your eyes before you can say white power.
Oh, yes.
Like, yes.
Jimmy was just about that business.
Exactly.
Yes, he was.
Like you said, he ain't too crazy about black people, but hey, you leave him alone, he'll leave you alone. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
And he's like, "What are you doing? You were supposed to shoot both of them." Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
she would have
She can
wanted.
rock a ponytail, some bamboo earrings, man.
Yeah, she looked cute.
Yeah,
I
like
liked her outfit.
a little
So we're
cabbage.
about to end, but I wanted to bring up something else too before. Actually, I don't. Did I do my least favorite? No, I didn't. Okay, so here's one of my least favorites, like seriously least favorite.
Uh,
You know how you just hate certain people, Brillo? My pet peeve, like serious pet peeve on any of these shows, on the crime dramas, is the cops that are very, very nosy. I'll be wanting they
what is
water
her
to be turned
motivation, Miss K? That was
off.
my question. What is her motivation?
Her name is Andrea, right?
Yeah.
Detective Burke. What
That's
is her motivation?
that's what I'm trying to say. And then you got this woman. You're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like right now, you're literally not doing your job. You're pretty much milking the clock. Like, you know what I'm saying? The captain already said that she's a problem. They just trying to save face out here when it comes to her. But I hope that she gets in trouble with the captain, first of all. Number two, I can't wait. I already predicted that her water is getting turned off by Detective Howard.
Yeah.
Because she's meddling too much when it comes to this man's son. And like he said he would die for him. He said he would do anything basically to protect him. That's how he's going to protect him. He's going to kill her. That's what I think. Either he's going to set it up or he going to do it himself. She got to go. You over here talking about somebody got to get off a screen. The face that she's making right now is pissing me off. She has to go. Okay.
Yeah, she pretty much through.
Those nosy cops, I cannot stand them. She got to go. Anybody have anything else to say about this little scene right here? Because child,
yeah, I forgot that was one of my man. It's like I don't know her motivation. She acting like she the one that got shot.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Why do you care so much?
Why do you care so much? She just like you said, it's Howard gonna have to kill her. She gonna definitely put it together that it's Kanan.
Yeah. Yep. That's why Howard
once she
freaked out like that.
It's really over.
I think at this point she already put it together. We just haven't seen it yet. But yeah, Blanca Knox has to go.
Yeah.
Because at this point it's personal. Like it's no professional gain. I mean, yes, you're gonna figure out and solve the murder mystery.
Is she trying? If Howard don't care, why do she?
And I was about to say that. Yeah.
My bad.
No, you did.
It's okay. Well, you said something about solving a murder mystery.
No, I'm just saying. What do you really get out of it if the victim don't want the justice?
Right. Like, why are you still bothering it? Leave it alone. She been annoying from the jump, though, guys. That's how you knew that she was gonna be a problem, because she was always annoying and he was always trying to like throw her off of stuff. Remember?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
She keeps getting the warnings. Leave this alone. Don't do this. Don't do that. But she ain't listening. So water off. Sit. Turn it off. Very tired. So here's another one. I wanted to say this about the guy when he told him that he wanted to we don't kill kids, right? And he was like, yeah, but that little monkey was about to R her and all that. I'm like, yo, this dude. And he said, I doubt you saved the day. Well, he cursed or whatever, but I really doubt you saved the effing day. Like, he knows daggone well that he was just out here being a whole racist.
That's a death I want to see.
Yes.
Dominic, bye-bye.
Dominic the donkey. He gotta go. Huh?
Put him in the nose.
Mm-hmm. Just take that nose off. Now let's see. We're about to get out of here, guys. So I did that. Okay, this is the next one that I want to talk about. And I did bring it up, but I wanted to here. It's kind of like a part of one of my least favorite moments also. When he said he tried to do the same thing that she did, right? When talked about looking her mom in the eyes, and he said it felt way too familiar. Like, what if he's telling the truth and stuff? And then I didn't like her response, like, oh, he, don't listen to him. He's a liar. All cops are liars. Basically talking how Rock is talking. And I just didn't appreciate that. I didn't like that. So how did you feel about that, pretty girl?
I felt the same way, and it got me thinking, possibly by any chance, does Juke know that Howard is his father? Because why are you so certain about this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just dead on. And last season she was telling Kanan, like, this family got secrets you don't know about. I'm not sure if this is a secret, but it's just like, I can't think of anything else. It does seem like something weird went on with the parents, but they haven't scratched on it too much. But it's just like, you are so convicted about Detective Howard lying. Like, how you was a little baby when you know what I'm saying, Rock was busting it wide open. I'm just saying, you don't know.
How the
you
heck
don't
you know?
Like, I just feel like she, it's funny because it's so, you can't trust cops, but you're trusting Bert to find out information about your mother. You know what I'm saying? I understand, as a community we have, a don't trust cop attitude. Of course, we know policing started through slavery, so it's part of our history that we are just set up, just not to trust cops. But it just felt off. Like, I just but I was also pissed that, why are you still not understanding or certain that he's your father? Like, what did y'all talk about at the house? Why are you still questioning? Like, did y'all not talk about anything? Like, I could have sworn.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's just confusing. Like, what did y'all do?
So
y'all play duck hunt? Like, what did y'all do?
They should have showed us that conversation instead of 5 minutes of jukebox.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah, you right. One shot gaming says Laverne. Look, Billo got people calling her Laverne now. Laverne is the holder of all secrets, gatekeeper. Yeah, gatekeeper Laverne. And some other people was agreeing, saying jukebox knows. Juke be knowing. Yes, absolutely. And a while ago, last year, I actually did a theory on the fact that she knows a lot of things, and my theory was more so thinking that it was because nobody's telling her this stuff. It was the whole phone. She's overhearing it. Being in the house, growing up with Marvin, whenever he finally came back, I think she was hearing a lot of things because Marvin was known to kind of like run his mouth. I tied everything together. I'm probably, after this video, I'm going to link it in to the okay, Brillo. Did you want to say anything before you go?
Nah, I had a fun time.
Yeah, me too.
Just got to take off a little earlier.
Okay, yes, because
thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the laughs. See ya. And so I talked about that as well, about how much she be knowing so much, and I think it's because she overheard, and just like Marvin said to Lulu, I heard Juke on the phone talking to Famous about such and such. So I think it's a lot of like thin wall stuff going on in the house, and that's why she's so privy to a lot of information. So that was my little theory from last year. I'm gonna see if I can link it in case a lot of y'all haven't seen it already. But thanks again. Thanks, Ray, for the super chat. I feel like since Jungle Fever came out this same year, they played into the racist Italians going against interracial relationships. That's very good. Yes. I think they're trying to tie in a lot of things, which they brought up the last week. They brought up the Central Park 5 situation. Was that last week or the week before?
That was last week.
Yeah. So I appreciate that. I like how they're starting to tie more things in from that time. Yeah. It did kind of seem like before they was just kind of like going through the power motions. Yeah, we set back in time, but they talked about the clothes that people wear and different things, but I feel like they're starting to tap in more into like the culture.
They referenced David Dinkins once
last year, right?
Yeah, last year.
At
so
the club.
True, I love that too. But it seems like they're more intentional this year.
Yes, true. Absolutely. Thank you again, Ray. So we about to get out of here, girl. I don't want to keep everybody for too long. Did we get another one? Oh, okay, Ray. Shoot.
Collection plate, yes. Fill them
up. Collection.
Building fun, yes.
Laying it on your hearts. Yes, honey. So thank you again, Ray. On a side note, are y'all excited for the UK Power spinoff? Oh, also this Eric Iverson. This is my other account. No wonder. LOL. What up, y'all?
over there doing your
I
ghost
swear.
slash James St. Patrick over
Let
there.
me tell you something. Look, I'm gonna say, let me tell you something, Ray. I'm gonna still call you Ray. Yo, Ray. I swear, when I kept seeing these $5 super chat, I said he reminded me of Eric Iverson right now, and I thank you so much for clearing that up. I'm so glad you came through, because honestly, because of that first comment that you made, you set off so much laughter. Oh my gosh! So that's all your fault, and I really appreciate it. That was so fun. Thank you again, Ray. Let me see. Did I forget anything? I think I'm done. But actually, I also noticed that Marvin's patience is growing. Did anybody realize that?
With the cop? Yes.
With the cop. Even when Kanan kept trying to like go in the trunk, and he was like, just listen, go put it in put it in the front seat. And then Kanan was still talking trash, and he was like, don't slam the door. He rolled his eyes. You rolled. Look, I thought he was going to say, you roll your eyes again. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But he was like, you going to look possessed. He didn't even, I was like, what?
Even with Sam, the crackhead, he went and gave him some crack. He could have, did something, but he was like, here's the good customer service.
Right. And please go tell everybody. Please go tell everybody, spread the word. All right. You just got some free drugs. You got money that you can get more later. Yes. Spread the word. Get out of here, please. Gosh, But I was like, oh, I love this. But at the same time, I'm wondering, is it going to come to a detriment?
I know, that's my only fear, because it's like you can't have too much positivity on this show. So it's like where are we going?
Right. Like in this moment, I'm glad you were patient with Kanan, but he needed a little, he needed a little manpower on that behind. Like, boy, what I just say, just get in the car and sit down. Don't say nothing. That's it.
Exactly.
I was waiting for him to say, because he is the one that gets, like, if you remember last season when Kanan would act a certain way, he would get like, boy, get in the car. And he was so pissed off at Kanan one time that Kanan couldn't even get in the car all the way. He started driving off. Kanan's feet was almost dragging on the
drugs. He was poisoning the people.
Yes, he couldn't even close the door. Kanan tried to ask, like, what you want? He was like, man, just get in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we needed right now, because Kanan was popping off at the mouth way too much. His mother sitting there letting him. Like, if my kids was questioning my brother and he trying to tell him something, I'd be like, boy, just what? Excuse me, just get over here and do it. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
so,
that's
you
the
want to say something?
No, the only thing I could think of is he's probably going to come up to a situation where the patience should have been like put to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like at one time where you just, all right, Marvin, you should have put your kahunas on the table at this point.
Right.
But I'm scared. I'm scared for everybody, because we don't know what happens to the siblings. So it's just like,
please don't say put your kahunas on the table after you got me over here thinking about hoodlum. Oh my gosh. The kahunas on the table. Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Put the balls on the table. Me no have no balls. Remember she said that? Only the real ones know what I'm talking about right now. Only the real ones. We definitely got to review that one.
It's been a while.
Oh my gosh. I freaking love that movie. DeMarcus, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Rock don't want Howard to flip Kanan like Ghost flip Sean.
I don't even really think Ghost flipped Sean, honestly. Because I feel like Sean was a blank canvas, because when like I said, I'm doing a rewatch, so that's why it was helping me. Like when the season just starts, Sean is just starting to work with Ghost. It's not like Ghost has been around in Sean's life as a kid. Like Sean is like 19 or so and just starting. It just so they was kind of on the same page, because he didn't have no father figure.
Yeah. Wait, LSW said Marvin might cut her water off just like the Sopranos with the therapy.
Oh no. No, she may be a casualty eventually.
Yeah, I hope not, I don't know. I don't want that. I don't know. I feel like I like her a lot.
I really do like her. I just feel like Marvin, he's going to get so close with everything aligning, and then something bad's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what it's really looking like. They're building that up. And we also saw in this episode that he was following. This dude was following. But you know what, though? we over here thinking that his patience might come at a detriment, but his patience might turn him into somebody really dangerous, almost on that Michael Corleone type, strength. You never know, because if he is taking his time following Tony around,
But why do you think he's following her? Because she's not connected.
I thought he wants to kill her.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Cause she ran her mouth.
Yeah. But that is grounds for death. But I was just chalking it up to, he was like, okay. You know.
Because it's like, but why though? Why do you want to know? Why do you want to kill her? Yeah. That's the only thing. Like, why? She's done, but maybe he feels like it's a loose ends. They don't do loose ends.
So exactly. And then they ended the scene with him like going to her house. They showed a cop following him, but they never followed up with that scene.
Right.
So I'm like, what is going to come of that?
He got to be careful. He better be careful, honey, because if he do something to her and that little cop keep following, like, pay attention.
Exactly.
Gosh.
I think he's going to get caught up with something and probably end up back in jail.
I would love for his patience to work out, but I don't know if it will. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna reach that Michael Corleone. I almost doubt it, but you never know. Somebody that's on a Fredo, and then all of a sudden you progress into Mike.
I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of woo stars.
That's a lot, yeah.
A lot of woo woos. He got to do all the things.
Oh, yes, he does. Oh, Khadijah's, I think she's saying that she's talking about the queen from Hoodlum. Yes, boo, All right, guys, this was so much fun. I really appreciate it. I was thinking about trying to go live later on tonight, but I don't know. I might suck it up and just have to put that work in when it comes to editing and all that bull crap. I don't know. We shall see. So tell me, what you're doing on your channel. What should we expect?
Well, earlier today, me and Brillo went live to discuss how I feel, and based on the evidence that was presented to us the past several years, that Raquel Thomas is the most influential character in Power, in the Power universe. So please check that live out that we just did a few hours ago. Please also check out my recent Kanan review if you haven't done so. And I'm also reviewing Atlanta. And that's premiering on the 15th. And check me out Wednesdays, 8:15. We are covering the original Power, and we are on episode 5 of season 2 when Angie finds out that James St. Patrick, aka Jamie, is Ghost. So I'm excited about that.
Wow.
Find her little eyes out, and I was living for it.
Girl, I might have to I'm gonna see what my schoolwork is looking like and see. But young boy over here playing games, yo. Don't be lazy. Are you kidding?
We don't even know that word, young boy. We don't know what that means over here at Rewind Out.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
What is language?
It's not. I'm really not being lazy, guys. I'm really not. If y'all really want me to come back, I may, but I don't know, because then I still do have to do a few things and take some extra notes, and Plus, I feel like I know I didn't say everything I needed to say, but I feel like we kind of,
touched on some stuff, but
yeah,
I know that's why I need to keep the notification bells on, just in case she changes her mind and you're gonna be chatted up with Miss K at 1-2 in the morning. Okay.
Yes. So thank you guys so much. Make sure that you please check out Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. Also, the fact that they brought up High Post in this episode, I forgot to bring that up, guys. The fact that they brought up High Post, I really appreciated that, because like I said, I think I told you guys before, last year I made a theory about High Post. I feel like he's a character that a lot of people are going to overlook, but they're going to bring him back in because Rock had something to do with his demise. I'm really hoping that they dig into that, because I did a theory about it, that she actually was the one that killed him. If y'all want to see that theory and you haven't already from last year, check it out down below. I put the link in the description box. And I want to add more to that theory when it comes to Scrap. So I kind of feel like he kind of met a similar demise, and not in the same way, but because the whole talking thing, when it came to High Post, I don't think he really told. I feel like he probably told her plans. He didn't snitch. And that was one key word that I kind of picked up on in the theory, was that grown Kanan was narrating that he got burnt up because for telling. It wasn't snitching, it was for telling.
Yeah.
And Rock don't like to tell her plans. So if she told him some plans, she probably had him killed, or she probably killed him. I don't freaking know. You know what I'm saying? But it's a theory, and I just hope that if they kind of sprinkling, bringing this guy's name back up, it might be something to that. Okay. So check that out, and also be on the lookout for me. Probably just adding a little tiny bit. It might be a 2-minute, 3-minute video, honey, because it's very small, the addition that I have to say on there, So let me give special thanks to my members of the channel. My backstage members are Samara Barney, Inga71, Kendall, Troll Farm Buggy, who I didn't see in here. Neither did I see Kendall. And yours truly, Pretty Girl Loves Trap Content. Thank you. These are my backstage members, and my center stage, Savannah Rivers, Rose, and Callie Shea Lewis. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate. Now the backstage members, we can actually do a round table, so you guys have that where you can come to me and you really can help to control some of the content. Not control, but you know what I mean. Like if there's requests, there's certain things that y'all want to talk about and I don't talk about it, or I haven't, you can have those personal type of videos that are uploaded to the channel that you guys have access to. Now, I want to thank you guys so much again. And you guys have a blessed night. And thank you, pretty girl. Thank you, AG. Thank you, AG, LSW, Ray, Big Smooth, a.k.a. Ray, a.k.a. Eric Iverson, Big Smooth, One Shot Gaming, Khadijah A. Hall. Everybody that I didn't see or didn't mention, thank you so much. Support Gaming, Young Boy 24. Yeah, just a whole bunch of people right now. I'm seeing kind of the same names. HEA. Thank you guys. You guys have a blessed one, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hot.